lot of people I don't know. So I just want to talk a little bit about myself and introduce myself. Just a little. I was born in 1977. I'm only going to talk about the high points. My grandmother, in the late 60s, got her mail order beautician's license, which was bad for my three sisters and I, because she only learned how to do one hairstyle. And it was for old women in the 1960s. We called it the Medicare special. And it looked kind of like Queen Elizabeth at the bottom and Marge Simpson at the top. Yeah. My sisters were cute. I, however, was blessed with lazy eyes. A little bit of a stutter, Coke bottle glasses, and really flat feet. I know you guys laughed at the lazy eyes, but honestly, that's a little tragic. Because it wasn't caught in time, and it spread all over my body. I suffered with it most of my life. And it also contributed to my obesity at the age of 5. So a 5-year-old can pull that look off. I looked kind of like Shirley Temple, but from like a B movie. A 13-year-old, not so much. But fate smiled upon me, and my grandma hurt her back and had to hang up her shears. And so in about 9th grade, I discovered salons and sports. And by the time I graduated high school, I was both the prom queen and the MVP of my soccer team. Take that, genetics. Then in my 20s, I met and married this guy, blah, 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 boring, boring, boring. In my 30s, we went on to have 2 of the meanest, but sometimes sweetest, smartest, awesomest kids ever, Jackson and Jacob. Jackson does not play sports, although I do make him pick at least one physical activity, so he swims. I'm the mom sweltering in the bleachers. He's the kid out in the middle of the pool glaring at me. But he and I do volunteer together at the Whitewater Valley Railroad, that's right. I work all the live long day. And I only do that there so that I can say that thing right there. I don't care anything about trains. I don't know anything about trains, so they have me hook up the brakes. Come on, take a ride with us. Don't worry, we do all kinds of safety tests. Of course, my job's the one that does those. My youngest son plays soccer just like his old mom. So it was only natural when the president of our soccer club retired that I accept the election and me as that person, the president. There was nobody else running. So I think I'll probably get to fill all 3 terms that I'm allowed to under our bylaws. We have 25 soccer fields on 50 acres, and 1,500 kids go through our program each year. And I know every one of their parents because they're always mad. I decided that I should get my referee license because we never have enough referees ever. Yes, I know. All y'all that have children, some of you may not speak Southern. Y'all means some of you. All y'all means most of you. So all y'all that have children in youth sports, there's somebody that looks just like me, running the scenes, behind the scenes, running the whole thing, living vicariously through your children. So I got my referee license, and you know, something I've discovered after being a referee at the ripe old age of 44, in this shape. 10-year-old boys have no goal more important than the net at the end of the field, unless you put a fat, middle-aged woman in school bus yellow in the middle of the field. Suddenly, there's a new target. But I feel like I've done a pretty good job. I've only died twice. The first time I took a direct shot to the left breast. My soul left my body for 2 minutes. The other time was actually an accident. I just tripped over a wayward 4-year-old and all my internal organs slammed into my skeleton. I was only out for a few seconds that time. You'd You'd think with all this stuff I do with my children that I would earn a few cool points, but let me tell you, my son, the soccer player, is not the fastest kid on the team. So he's usually in defense, but he played in offense one time during his academy years. That's between recreational soccer and travel soccer. They played academy. He was in offense one time and scored 1 goal. His entire academy career, all 2 years of it. And he was offsides. And I was the referee. Not cool. Yeah. And apparently, I look dumpy in overalls. Joke's on my oldest son, I look dumpy in everything. Hey, thank you for coming out tonight.